Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Audra gives Tucker an answer to his proposal and Nikki falls off the wagon. Today on The Young and the Restless, Lily and Devin have a disagreement about Billy. Diane feels insecure, and Audra turns down Tucker. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Chancellor Winter's, Chance asks Billy if it's true Daniel was let go. Billy says he's afraid it's true. Heather was let go as well. Chance can't understand why this has happened. Billy assures him it won't end well. He has no idea what will happen to the gaming division. Chance guesses the tension isn't gone between him and Devin. Billy says it's not, but he's locked in. There's a lot going on right now, and if we don't find a replacement for Daniel, some tough decisions are going to have to be made. Like firing some really good people from the gaming division. Billy's phone dings and Chance asks, more trouble. Chance asks about Chelsea and Connor. Billy can't say much, but he feels for all three of them, Adam included. Chance grits, it must be serious. Billy muses that Connor's a good kid and this is a lot to take on, but he's lucky to have Chelsea, who is doing everything she can to get him through this. Chance is sure taking care of her son and dealing with Adam at the same time is a handful. Billy doesn't think Adam is handling this very well and needs to rein it in. Chance admires Billy's logic and restraint when it comes to the situation. In the club dining room, Devin wants to know why Lily thinks there's a place for Billy at the company. What's changed and why is she taking his side? Lily is being logical, that's all. Devin argues Billy was brought in to replace her while she was gone, and now she's back. Lily says he wasn't just brought in for that reason. She doesn't like Chancellor Winters becoming a war zone with two sides vying for power. If we get rid of Billy, it's going to prove to Jill that she was right to worry. It's not a move she's willing to make. Devin gets Lily's sense of loyalty to Jill. Lily reminds him she trusted her to run her company. Devin argues that regardless of how Mamie feels, no one is trying to strip her of her power. She's being paranoid. Mamie only owns a minority stake, and nothing can happen unless they say so. This is why Mamie's idea to split up the company makes sense sometimes. Lily can't believe she's still pushing for that. Her presence in the company worries me. Her power plays are not the vision I have for Chancellor Winters. Devin thinks they should try to come up with another solution then. We don't punish our colleagues just because we have a problem with them. Lily squints, are you serious right now? Did you really just say that to me? Lily wonders if Devin is accusing her of punishing Daniel and Heather because she has a problem with them. Devin is talking about Jill opposing the idea of splitting the companies because Mamie suggested it. Lily counters that he wants to get rid of Billy because he has a problem with him. Devin complains about Billy's track record. How long do you think it will take until he feels unfulfilled again? Given her history with him, he's surprised she wants to work with him at all. Lily reminds Devin that her breakup with Daniel was nothing like her breakup with Billy. They drifted apart and she encouraged him to follow his heart and leave the company the first time. Devin argues that as fast as Jill brought him in, who's to say he won't leave just as quick? Lily has to go and will talk to Billy. Devin's sure that he'll tell her what she wants to hear. He reiterates that he doesn't think he's worth the trouble. At the Abbott house, Tracy leaves Ashley a voicemail complaining she went up to take a bath and now she's gone. She implores her to come home so they can figure out her memory lapses. Jack comes in with Nikki, and she asks if everything is all right. Jack says it will be. What about you? How is everything here? Tracy looks flustered. Jack asks if there have been any changes. Tracy says Ashley came home after he left. When he questions her further, she dashes off to run errands. Nikki tells Jack that Tracy is keeping something to herself. She's afraid her being there prevented her from confiding in him. Jack wants to talk about Nikki's issue. They puzzle over the strange man who bought her vodka. Nikki's sure that Jordan was behind it. Jack brought her there to slow things down. If Victor saw her right now, he'd go ballistic. Nikki complains about Jordan lurking and waiting to push her over the edge. Jack thinks it could have just been a man who didn't realize she was in recovery. Nikki argues, who buys a stranger a drink and takes off. Besides, how did he know vodka is her drink of choice? Jack thinks it's a good thing she's going on a trip. Nikki is now having second thoughts. She won't let Jordan drive her out of town. It would also leave Victoria and Claire vulnerable to her. She won't give her the satisfaction. In the jazz lounge, Tucker implores Audra to say yes to his marriage proposal. "Give me your hand." But when he tries to put the ring on her finger, she pulls back. "Wait, Tucker. I haven't said yes." Tucker supposes he missed an obvious step and moves to get down on one knee. Audra stops him. She doesn't have an answer yet, but she does have questions. Why now? Why this? Tucker muses that one realizes their life will never be complete without that one person. Audra knows he thinks that person is her. Tucker tells her she's the sun, moon, and stars. Audra doesn't need poetry. What she needs to know is, what's the catch? Tucker wants to spend the rest of his life with Audra. They've shared virtually everything else. Audra argues it's not the same and he knows it. He asks if this is about the timing or him. Audra loves him, but something about all of this just doesn't ring true to her. It feels like a reaction to something or someone. Has something happened with Ashley? Tucker bellows, no. This doesn't have to do with Ashley, only with the two of them. He puts the ring back in the box and throws up his hands. "I want us to be together, forever." Tucker mutters about people not taking him at his word, and Audra learns of his run-in with Devon. Does he need someone to love him? Is he trying to prove something to his son? Tucker says no and tells her that her face gives him peace and makes him feel like things make sense. "Devon said to me, 'Look at you, Tucker. You're alone. You'll always be alone.' I said to myself, 'You're wrong. I've got Audra.'" Tucker puts the ring box back in his pocket. He says he's been thinking about proposing for a while and seeing Devon just reinforced the decision. Audra is sorry, but she just can't. This is coming out of nowhere. Their relationship is not bound by anyone else's rules. Marriage is not who they are. Tucker would have agreed with her a month ago, but something's changed. He's scared it won't work out, but he's willing to give it a shot. It just feels right. "I'm so in love with you." Audra's just not there. Tucker chuckles. Maybe he'll propose again tomorrow. He should have gotten one of those skywriting planes. Audra just can't. "Are you sure you're not trying to prove something to Ashley or Devon or the rest of the world? Or maybe to himself?" Tucker will consider those questions, but hopes Audra will give his proposal some serious thought. "Will you do that for me?" She'll try. Audra tells him this really is romantic. To us, the world's most unconventional couple, they express their love and toast. At the Abbott house, Jack is concerned about Nikki and her safety. She reminds him that she has Larry. Jack wonders where the team was when a stranger tried to give her a drink. Nikki points out they were looking for a woman. She tells Jack not to worry about her. "I'll be fine." Diane walks into the room and sees them sitting closely on the sofa. Diane joins them and questions how Nikki can say no to a romantic trip with Victor. Nikki snips, "I have my reasons." She hugs Jack, who walks her to the door. Once she's gone, Diane chirps, "I hope Nikki's all right." Jack says she's going through a difficult time. The fight is not over yet. He senses something is bothering her. Diane's just concerned about Nikki. Jack reminds her of their honesty pact. Diane says, "Honestly, I don't think this is something you want to hear." At Chancellor Winter's, Chance is leaving the office as Lily and Devon arrive. Billy says he was just updating Chance on the sudden staff shakeup. Devon stands by Lily's decision. Billy wants to make sure there's no blowback. Devon doesn't anticipate any blowback. Billy explodes, "Really, you don't expect any blowback? We fired 2 high-level executives for personal reasons." Devon asks if he's considered the fact that he might not have all the information. Billy has enough information to know that they didn't commit any fireable offenses. Daniel alone in the gaming division was going off like a firecracker. Lily interrupts, "Oh my God, both of you stop. This has to end." Lily asks to speak to Billy alone, so Devon and Chance file out. Lily tells Billy that firing Daniel and Heather was her call. Devon had nothing to do with it. Billy shakes his head, doesn't make it any more palatable. Lily informs him this is business, and that they won't agree on everything. Billy thinks it seems they won't agree on much going forward. Lily scoffs. She told Devon that Billy has a place there and really hopes he doesn't make her regret it. Billy appreciates that, but doesn't need her to back him up. He's there to do his job and is committed to that. If her brother is going to badmouth him behind his back to the point she has to defend him, well, that's on him. Lily informs him it takes two to tango and asks him to look in the mirror. In the jazz lounge, Audra and Tucker slow dance. He croons, "There it is." She asks, "There's what?" He replies, "Our connection. It's special." Audra asks what if their connection is special because they're not married and are just at their best as they are? They kiss. Later, Audra and Tucker make love in their suite. At Chancellor Winter's, Billy's glad that Lily doesn't want to see him gone. Lily tells him that Jill wants him there, but now that she's back there has to be a clear chain of command. Divin thinks he'll get bored and leave again, so she has to know, "Why are you here? What do you want to accomplish? And more importantly, can we count on you to put the company first?" At the Abbott mansion, Diane admits to Jack that she's having a problem with something. It has to do with Nikki. They're spending a lot of time together. Jack reminds her she didn't want to stand in the way of her recovery. Diane throws her hands up. Maybe she's just being insecure and shouldn't have brought it up. Jack tells her she has no reason to feel insecure. They kiss and embrace. Nikki arrives at the ranch and looks all around before setting her purse down and opening it. She pulls out a bottle of vodka, opens it, and drinks a little. She then drinks again and clutches the bottle to her chest.